You are listening to The Bad Boy Radio Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. This is that real shit, not that fake shit. The only radio show that's not afraid to tell you the truth about the game. This is The Bad Boy Radio Show. Remember, the truth is inside you.
Alright, what up, people? What's going on?
Yeah.
You tuned into The Bad Boy Show with Mr. Locario and Miles Cunningham. Miles, what's the deal, bro?
What's going on, man? Just out here feeling it, man. Still in New York. That's why I'm still in the house. You know, you can hear my voice all crispy. You feel me?
That's what's up.
What's going on with you, though?
Chilling, man. Chilling. Just, trying to get some work done before we go to Jamaica and shit. You feel me?
Word. Niggas is going to Jamaica.
I know. I'm scared, man. Scared because these Jamaicans are fucking crazy. You feel me? Man, yeah, it's my first time going to Jamaica, so it's gonna be
really?
Yeah, I ain't never been to that shit.
That's dope, son.
Today we're gonna be talking about how to express your emotions around women. You feel what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into all of that because
fucking tightrope.
Yeah, it's crazy. You gotta understand certain things. So we're gonna get deep into that. But before we get into all of that, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we're gonna get into some news. All right, so you guys are listening to The Bad Boy Show. Yo, you still ain't getting women? Really? Come on, son. You need to go to badboymembership.com and step up your game. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game, and I'm telling you that if you really want to attract beautiful women, you need to go to badboymembership.com. This is where you get 45 through 90-minute step-by-step dating advice tutorials every month. Just sign up, follow the advice, and you'll get the women you want. Go to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.
Introducing Ital Roots Jamaican Roots Drink, a perfect blend of health-enriching tropical fruits and naturally powerful male libido-enhancing herbs. Voted best-tasting roots drink in the market and made from superior high-end holistic natural materials. The main ingredient in Ital Roots is Cheney root, a well-known tropical aphrodisiac discovered in Jamaica for men with low energy or low sex drive. It's very high in iron content. This makes it excellent for cleansing and building up the blood cells wherever your body needs it. Buy on Amazon.com or JuiceForLifePlus.com. That's Juice, the number 4 Life, PLUS.com.
Do you have any personal dating issues that you need addressed right now? Dating and life coach Mr. Locario will help you with his 30-minute game session. The Mr. Locario's 30-minute game session is a private one-on-one coaching session on the phone or through Skype. For 30 minutes, you'll get answers to any dating questions you have. To set up your 30-minute game session, go to MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
The way that you express your emotion when it comes to dealing with women is that it always has to be put through a filter. You see what I'm saying? So you feel the emotion, and then your emotions, it got to go through this fucking passageway, and then it comes out your mouth, and then it comes out through your action.
Right.
But it can't just like go through. You feel what I'm saying? It can't just do that. It has to be vetted. It has to be fucking harnessed into something beneficial and positive for the situation.
Right.
You see
Like,
what
it
I'm
can't
saying?
just go from your heart to your words and actions.
Exactly.
It has to go from your heart to your brain, and then after the brain is the male brain is the filter.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The female brain is like, it's like she got two hearts. It's like the female has two hearts. She got one in her chest,
Right.
and one in her head.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
that's why she behaved the way she do. But a man, we have a heart and we have a brain. So the emotions go from your heart to your brain,
Right.
then it comes out. So
Right.
you got to filter it with that logic, with that management, you know what I'm saying, with that rationality, with that that respect. So you got to have that self-respect,
Right.
and then a positive attitude, cuz you always constantly got to ask yourself, what is the best thing for me to do in this situation?
Exactly.
What is the best thing for me as a man to do in this situation? You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And if sometimes you don't get a chance to ask yourself that question, and you do something stupid, and then later on you regret it, and you don't want that to be the way. Try to base everything that you're expressing in fact and reality.
Exactly.
Like try to use things that actually happen. Like, yeah, you're feeling a certain way and you're explaining everything, but when you're explaining everything,
make sure right.
Try to use factual sentences.
Exactly.
Because you know that's the gap between men and women. It's like, you know, you're explaining something to her based on fact and what actually happened.
Right.
But then she's coming back with how she feels about your explanation.
Right.
And then, you know, it's your job to kind of express to her that it's not really about feelings and more about the events that unfolded.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So you have to, it's the difference between being, you know, very objective and then very, you know, subjective. You see what I'm saying? Subjective is all based on, you know, emotion, is all based on, like, you know, how someone feels and, you know, the effect that it had on them and so on and so forth. Objectivity has to do with just what is. Like, if the sun came up, that's it. You know, like, that's the object. You know,
right.
It started raining, that's it. That's the object. This happened and that's it. It's just fact, and that's all it is. So try to be as simplistic and as factual and realistic as possible when you're making these explanations. Because as a man, the only thing you have to go on is fact.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? They're the masters of emotion. You're the master of logic. And that's, you know, that's where and then you have to figure out a way to meet in the middle.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right, exactly.
But, you know, in my opinion, fact and logic always trumps emotion. Even when you're checking her or even when you're showing her the folly of her ways, you still need to maintain that position of, you know, logical, objective strength so she can still, you know, have a certain respect for you and then lean on it. You see what I'm saying? Because if you point out something to her, right, and let's just say she actually, you know, realizes and agrees with you, you can't sit there and go, ha ha, I was right, you were wrong.
Right.
Because then now you're acting exactly like her and then she's going to lose respect for you. So you have to, you know, you can appreciate that she sees where you're coming from, but you can't celebrate. Because, you know, at any given time, you're going to have to check her ass again. So there's nothing to really celebrate. You know, the only thing is, it's like you've won this battle, but the war still rages on.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So you have to maintain a certain type of composure no matter how the conversation goes.
Right. And I was gonna say that the actual logic, right? What it does is that it's sort of for women. This is why you're saying you got to stick to the facts. The facts will, you know, create more strength in your, like I say, argument as far as what you're saying about how you feel.
Right.
You see what I mean? Because the thing is, what I notice with sometimes with when you're dealing with women, sometimes they will get, you know, emotional about something. They'll say something or do something that was kind of messed up, and then that makes you feel a certain type of way. You see what I'm saying? So when you bring it back to, okay, well, look, I feel this way about this, and it's because you said or did this, and then it's showing, hey, and she's like, well, yeah, she's going to think, well, yeah, I actually did say that or did do that. Right. You feel what I'm saying? And then so it's not like because it's not like I'm saying I just feel this way. I'm saying I feel this way because this actually happened. Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so that's what it needs to be. And I think that's the difference between how sometimes a woman may be expressing her emotion and how you can express your emotion or should express your emotion, is that there's that difference of your emotion as a man, you know, is based off of the fact. You feel what I'm saying?
Right,
and so you want to bring it to her to sort of have her sort of like, you know, really understanding more through the lens of understanding it that way as to why you're saying it. Because the thing is this, when you're dealing with women, you always want to have it where not only that she knows, but you know that there's a difference between y'all two. You see what I'm saying? So if you are responding to her emotionally,
right,
how she would respond to you emotionally, right, then you're not showing her there's a difference between you two. You see what I'm saying? And so this is why I'm saying it's not that you can't show your emotions when it comes to dealing with women or explain certain things. It's that your explanation or your reason for your emotion is based off of the fact which you're expressing to her, which her emotion may be based off of just her feeling it, even if it's factual or not.
Right.
So you can't come to her with emotion just off of emotion without any, like
Without any
facts or
Right.
whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And even if you understand that there's a fact of why you're feeling that way in the moment. Like I said, she does say something, and you feel that emotion right then and there. Like we said, you can't just blurt out and go crazy,
Right?
Because again, you're still reacting just based off of what happened, and this is what women will usually do, is just reacting based off of what happened. Versus you need to react after you filtered how you feel in the moment. This is why when you see this is the difference between why you would see a woman get so upset and so frustrated and so angry and just automatically slap a guy in the face, right? Versus when two guys are about to square up, you notice that it takes a minute for the fight to happen. Why? Because the two guys are sort of like filtering their emotion in the moment to see whether or not them reacting makes sense at this time.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's two different things. You see what I mean? And so you gotta